Michael Søren Madsen, born September 25, 1957, and passing on July 3, 2025, was a powerhouse in American cinema. With his signature gravelly voice and intense on-screen presence, he became a recognizable face in both cult classics and mainstream blockbusters. Madsen's legacy is closely tied to Quentin Tarantino, having featured in some of the director's most iconic films: Reservoir Dogs, 1992, Kill Bill, Volume 2, 2004, The Hateful Eight, 2015, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 2019. Beyond Tarantino's gritty universe, Madsen graced a variety of films ranging from WarGames, 1983, and Thelma Louise, 1991, to Free Willy, 1993, and Die Another Day, 2002. He also left his mark in the gaming world with voiceover roles in Grand Theft Auto 3, Narc, the Dishonored series, and crime boss, Rockay City. Off-screen, he was a father to 6 children, including actor Christian Madsen. Michael had an estimated net worth of $700,000 at the time of his death. Humble beginnings in Chicago. Michael Madsen's roots trace back to Chicago, Illinois. Born to Elaine, a filmmaker and author, and Calvin Madsen, a Navy veteran and firefighter, Michael grew up in a home touched by both discipline and creativity. After his parents divorced in the 1960s, his mother pivoted from the finance world to pursue the arts, inspired by film critic Roger Ebert. Michael attended New Trier High School and was one of 3 siblings. His sister Virginia Madsen would go on to become an Oscar-nominated actress. With Danish ancestry on his father's side and Irish Native American lineage on his mother's, Madsen's heritage was as rich as his character portrayals. A theatrical spark turns into a flame. Madsen's acting journey began on the stage. He started as an apprentice at Chicago's prestigious Steppenwolf Theater Company, mentored by none other than John Malkovich. His role in Of Mice and Men laid the foundation for a career that would later span over 4 decades. His early screen appearances included a role in WarGames, 1983, but it was his unforgettable performance as the sadistic Mr. Blonde in Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs that made Hollywood take notice. Interestingly, Madsen had wanted the role of Mr. Pink, which ultimately went to Steve Buscemi. Nevertheless, his chilling performance as Mr. Blonde became a cultural milestone. From crime bosses to killer dads, Madsen's versatility shone through the 1990s and early 2000s. He played the caring foster father Glenn Greenwood in Free Willy and its sequel, and later appeared in the critically acclaimed Donnie Brasco. Although he turned down the now iconic role of Vincent Vega in Pulp Fiction, his choices reflected a desire to support his family rather than chase stardom. "I wasn't about to move my 6 kids into a trailer park," Madsen once said. "Some of those films weren't the best, but I had to keep the lights on." That raw honesty defined much of his career. He took smaller roles when needed, his rugged face often plastered on DVD covers holding a gun, a symbol of reliability in action films. He reunited with Tarantino in Kill Bill, Volume 2, playing Bud, brother to Bill. Tarantino once floated the idea of a Vega Brothers film, which would reunite Madsen and John Travolta on screen. But by 2007, the project was shelved due to character deaths and aging stars. Highs, lows, and cult classics. Not all of Madsen's projects were critical darlings. He candidly referred to Uwe Boll's Blood Rain as an abomination. Still, he won acting awards for his work in Strength and Honor and poked fun at himself in the metamockumentary Being Michael Madsen. In the digital age, he adapted to new platforms. He starred in Crackle's web series Coma and appeared in the action-packed final season of 24 as Jack Bauer's old friend, Jim Ricker. He even brought his edgy charm to reality TV, finishing 4th in Celebrity Big Brother in 2012. In 2014, Madsen took on the role of Ted Binion in Death in the Desert, based on a true crime book by Kathy Scott. That same year, he appeared in the Kill Bill-inspired music video for Iggy Azalea and Rita Ora's hit Black Widow. The Hateful Eight and later ventures. Madsen returned to the big screen with a bang in Tarantino's The Hateful Eight. The film nearly didn't happen after a script leak. Rumors suggested Madsen might have been involved, though nothing was confirmed. Nonetheless, his presence in the film cemented his place as a Tarantino mainstay. He later played Texas Ranger Phil Ryan in Real Detective and executive produced the gritty indie film The Dirty Kind, loosely inspired by the Anthony Weiner scandal. Family and personal struggles. Michael Madsen's personal life was as eventful as his career. His first marriage was to Georgianne Lapierre, the half-sister of Cher. Though short-lived, the union marked the beginning of his journey as a father. He later had a daughter, Jessica, with Dana Meschling, and married Janine Bisignano, with whom he had sons Christian and Max. His longest marriage was to Deanna Morgan, whom he married in Jamaica during filming breaks for Donnie Brasco. Together, they had 3 sons, Luke, Calvin, and Hudson. Tragedy struck in January 2022 when Hudson died by suicide, a heartbreaking moment that deeply affected Madsen. Despite this, Madsen remained devoted to his family. He even launched a line of hot sauces called American Badass, showcasing his playful, entrepreneurial side. Legal issues and media buzz. Later in life, Madsen had a few run-ins with the law. In 2022, he was arrested for trespassing, and in August 2024, he faced a misdemeanor battery charge involving an alleged assault on his wife. After posting a $20,000 bail, he denied divorce rumors on Instagram, stating that he and Deanna were still together, standing strong after 28 years of marriage. A heart for charity. Beneath the rough exterior, Madsen had a giving heart. He received an award from the Shriners Hospital for Children in 2002 and hosted a charity event in 2016 to support pediatric cancer patients. His philanthropic work remained under the radar, but it reflected a softer, more compassionate side of the actor. Final curtain call. On July 3, 2025, tragedy struck when Madsen was found unresponsive at his Malibu home. Emergency responders pronounced him dead at the scene. The cause of death was cardiac arrest. He was 67. With his passing, the world lost one of its most recognizable tough guys, a man who lived large, worked hard, and never shied away from being authentically himself. Whether portraying a villain, a father, or a flawed hero, Michael Madsen left behind a cinematic legacy filled with grit, passion, and undeniable charm. Rest in power, Michael Madsen, Hollywood's ultimate outlaw.